Hello everyone, this is Ashish Chaturvedi. I'm a practice leader at HFS Research. Today in this episode of Unfiltered Stories, I am joined by Sanjay Reddy, who is a senior vice president and global head of retail and CPG at Sutherland Global Services. Welcome Sanjay, great to have you here.
Thank you, Ashish. Happy to be here and thank you for the opportunity.
So the agenda for today's call is twofold. One is to talk briefly about the state of the industry, and second is to understand how Sutherland is helping its client fulfill their digital and business aspirations while also helping them combat or navigate through a tough macro environment right now. uh, so Sanjay, the retail industry right now, we feel it's going through a situation called digital dichotomy. That's what we call it at HFS Research. It is essentially, on the one hand, the consumer expectations and buying behavior is changing, and on the other hand, the input cost of raw material is increasing, inflation is on a high. So essentially, there is a certain need to innovate, but right now, retailers and CPG firms don't have the budget to do so. How are you right now addressing this situation with your clients?
Yeah, no, this is a fantastic question, Ashish. Like you rightly said, right? Continued economic headwinds, evolving customer behavior. There's increasing demand for seamless omni-channel experiences and hyper-personalization. Like you said, the input costs are continuing to rise, and the competition is increasing, right? Especially from digital first, digital native companies. So in this environment of the retail and CPG firms, transformation is not optional; it is an imperative. And so we're helping them. We work with many global brands in the retail and CPG space, and we've played a pivotal role in their digital transformation journey. So I'll just kind of try and bring this to life with how we do it with just one example, right? So over the last several years, Sutherland has invested in several proprietary products and solutions. We own the IP. Some examples include Connect, our cloud-based omni-channel platform, CX360, our cutting-edge technology for hyper-personalization, conversational AI chatbots for seamless interactions related to sales and service conversations, Robility, our RPA tool, etc. Right? So these proprietary products and solutions, coupled with our partner solutions, we've been able to create a number of highly differentiated end-to-end business process as a service solutions, wherein we bring in people, process, and technology to deliver business outcomes for our clients. Now, some examples of these BPaaS solutions include digital contact center as a service, hyper personalization as a service, returns management as a service, facilities management as a service, etc., etc. So by deploying these BPaaS solutions at our clients are able to consume these highly innovative and digital solutions in a consumption model without having to invest a huge amount of capex, like you rightly called out, which is extremely scarce for them, take on a lot of that execution risk that comes with trying to deploy these solutions in house. We've built these solutions that already have a lot of these built in. So by deploying it for our clients, we're able to help them get up the digital curve. One last thing, about 70% of our client contracts are outcome based and TCO based pricing models, right? So wherein we put in the investments that are needed to drive digital transformation for our clients, whereas our clients consume that in an OPEX model. Therefore, they're able to become digitally transformed, in these tough times.
No, great. So you mentioned about solution, which is one part of the equation. The second part is to get your data strategy right. And during our ongoing conversations with enterprises, they often complain about lack of data quality. There is fragmented data across departments. In Data is insufficient and inadequate, because of which we cannot run any analysis over it. So every CPG firm and the retailer is trying to build a data spine, based upon their data as well as the data from the suppliers' third party data, and then apply the trifecta of AI analytics and automation over it to extract maximum value. However, this gets impeded just because right now the data quality is not there. How are you right now approaching this riddle?
Yeah, Ashish, you're absolutely right. I think the biggest impediment to digital transformation today is the fragmented and siloed nature of data that exists in our customers' data ecosystem. So our approach is threefold, right? So first, we focused on simplification, migration, and managing our customers' data in a cloud ecosystem. So that's number one. Number two, we focus on data harmonization and simplification to drive, insights from customer data. So that's, the second aspect of it. And the third is we create the data services architecture to then infuse this customer data into our products and solutions that then drive, better effectiveness and efficiency for our clients. So that's the approach that we take towards data. Now, give you a few examples, right? So, for example, in our CX 360 product solution, we analyze 100% of customer interactions. And we use this data, the customer interaction data, then to drive hyper personalization for the customers of our clients, right? Another example is returns management, right? Uh, about 40% of the item cost, is what gets lost during the returns process for retail and CPG clients. So this is a very, very important problem. So what we've done there is through the entire life cycle of returns management, we've deployed our own proprietary data assets, advanced analytics, cutting edge technology, etc., to one, prevent returns from happening to begin with, but then to reduce fraud during the entire returns process, and then also improve how much they're able to recover during the grading and disposition process. Again, here we're using data in a cloud ecosystem which is cleansed and defragmented to be able to derive those insights.
Got it. And we have been covering Sutherland from a long time. In addition to a successful data strategy, there are two areas which we right now feel Sutherland has made great progress in the recent past. One is expanding your partner ecosystem. And the second is, which you also previously mentioned, which is you're providing this option to your clients that they can engage with you in a more purpose driven, customer based commercial model. Can you elaborate a bit on both these aspects, please?
Yeah, so Ashish, in this times of economic uncertainty, right, I think our strategy has been to forge mutually beneficial relationships with players across a number of different areas, whether it is cloud hosting, business intelligence and data warehousing, API management, workflow management, RPA, etc. Right? So that way we can share resources, expertise, and reduce the time to market to take some of these products and solutions to our clients. So our strategy is to continue to evolve our partner ecosystem, continue to make it richer so that we can continue to build cutting edge products and solutions for our clients. So that is definitely a big part of our strategy. The second point that you brought up about the outcome based and TCO based models, right? So this is a huge point of differentiation for Sutherland. We are not averse to taking risk in terms of putting investments upfront and taking on the execution risk to deliver digitally transformed processes for our clients. Like I mentioned earlier, 70% of our client contracts are on outcome based and TCO based pricing models. So that is a huge point of differentiation. And we, in fact, actively seek out those opportunities with our clients to create this win win situation for both our clients and for us.
Thanks for expanding on those two virtues. This brings me to my last point, which is you would agree that in the last 5 years, we have witnessed unprecedented technological development, which recently got accentuated when generative AI came into the fray. And we are seeing right now numerous retailers and CPG firms are trying, they're planning how they can leverage these disruptive technologies, to make their processes better, to reimagine processes, have better control and visibility of the overall customer lifespan, go direct to customer, improve their unified customer proposition, things like that, and also deliver a higher customer experience and consistent one as well. How are you right now helping your clients achieve these goals with the help of these disruptive technologies?
Absolutely, Ashish. I mean, there are obviously dynamic shifts in both business and technology landscapes that's happening today, right? Our focus is over the next 2 to 3 years is going to be on adaptability, innovation and client-centric solutions, right? So as we know, there's an increasing trend towards CPG firms adopting D2C models, right? They want to interact with their customers directly, open up new revenue streams and such. We are partnering with them on creating highly tailored solutions that help increase the efficiency and effectiveness of these D2C initiatives, right? IoT is another huge trend that's happening in the industry, right? So we are investing in, edge computing, say for instance, to create, highly, seamless integration into our IoT solutions. Um, AI, right? I mean, obviously, our AI approach, including Gen AI, is to take a very practical, pragmatic, and thoughtful approach towards Gen AI. There's so much hype around it, but what we are focused on is creating highly specific use cases, industry-specific use cases for our clients that help them be more effective and efficient. I'll just give you a couple of examples of how we're using Gen AI in some of our products and solutions, right? So, for instance, in our proprietary knowledge management tool, helptree.ai, we've infused that with Gen AI to improve or to provide real-time contextual help to our agents, because this Gen AI models scan vast knowledge sources to provide highly relevant contextual information to the agents. Similarly, we've infused Gen AI into Connect, our cloud-based omnichannel platform that provides real-time uh, agent assistance as they're having these conversations with customers. Provides call summarization and 100% audibility of all of these transactions. So we're taking a very practical approach towards Gen AI, and we're helping not only run business for our clients, but also change their business through these technologies. So I think in summary, I'd say that by being very proactive in terms of what's happening in the industry and by bringing in cutting edge technologies, we are able to position our customers for success in navigating this evolving and rapidly changing digital world that we live in.
Sanjay, it was a pleasure interacting with you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate the time, Ashish. You take care. Thank you.